Approximately 2010, 2011, we deployed about 6,000 iPads into the district with a one-on-one program. So every single staff member and child in our district received their own iPad. And that began the journey of how we were going to transform the learning opportunities for the kids at the school. As an educational leader, I started the doctoral program at UCSD in 2011 and really focused heavily on the transformational leadership component, on how we were going to shift the teaching, the instructional practice, and the kids' learning opportunities for a lot of the 21st century learning that needed to take place. So when all the teachers first got their iPads and we started some very beginning training sessions, I really looked at this through the framework of the SAMR model. And we were going to begin very slowly. I believe that you can't have high expectations unless you're willing to supply the right types of supports for the teachers. So we had to really go into some heavy training and really help the teachers and all of us learn how to use the devices. So we really started with the SAMR model as a substitute, and then we moved into more of an augmentation type of approach where we were trying to transition out of paper to pencil, starting to give our assessments. We were using diagnostic tools. We had a lot of opportunities when we adopted digital curriculum so that the kids could start shifting their learning and the teaching. The staff was beginning to use different instructional practice with the digital tools that we had. About 2 or 3 years ago, I could really see the shift taking place, that we were really beginning to move out of those stages of augmentation into more of a modified approach. The teachers were getting trained and starting to use GarageBand, a lot of presentation opportunities. We were really looking at the 4 C's in 21st century learning, where we were doing a lot of project-based learning and the kids were engaging in more collaborative group activities. Then we started seeing a lot of shifts in kids using Pages and Edmodo and Notability, and the kids were airdropping photos for their projects to share out, and the kids were responding to literature on their Edmodo sites. And so we were really seeing that shift, the modifications and the shifts. And that's when in 2015 I launched a new brand at OPE that because we're always been a really heavy science and math school, with the next generation science standards coming out, which gave us a framework for engineering, we wanted to really focus on STEM. Something that's always been very important here at this school as well with our staff, myself, and our community are the arts, the visual and performing arts. So we definitely wanted to have the A in STEM, and so we were going to launch a STEAM emphasis. And as I was going through my doctoral program from 2011 to 2014, research became really important to me. And so we added the R, and here we have STREAM emphasis at OPE. So our model of science, technology, research, engineering, the arts, and mathematics has been our focus for the last 2 years. And that's when I can clearly say that we moved into the redefinition stage of SAMR. For the last 2 years, we've been working very heavily with grade level collaboration. We've been working on making a lot of shifts in everything that we do. I think the fruits of our labors and taking it slowly and really, really honestly going through the phases and the stages that teachers need to go through and providing the right level of professional development and training has enabled us to really reach that redefinition. And as our brand STREAM stands today, I can clearly say that I'm proud of all the work that's been done and how we have transformed the learning at OPE.